So I recorded this in northeast Arkansas. It was along highway, US Highway 63, and so there was this kind of a gravel area, large gravel area, where there had been a business of some sort at one point or other, and now it's just a kind of a large gravel area that's sort of adjacent to a road that takes off at an angle. So what I did here, I went up, I still have the app here, the DJI app, set at in the beginner mode. And I'm still using the phone as the controller. And so what I did, I went ahead and went up as high as the app would let me go. And I'm also, you should be hearing the audio sort of at a reduced volume from the video that was recorded by the phone. And so we're watching the actual clip out of the drone itself. But I was able to extract the audio from the clip that streamed to the phone, and it was recorded on the phone's microphones. So what I was doing, I was just basically I went up, and I didn't really fly the drone around much because this was sort of a large clearing area, and I really didn't want to get the drone past where I couldn't see it, physically see it. So I was just kind of experimenting at this point with the gimbal, sort of pointing the thing down there. On the right, you can see a car coming down that road that sort of meets that large clearing area where I'd parked my truck at. And so at this point, I was just kind of fiddling around with the app because I'm still in the process of sort of familiarizing myself with it. I haven't had too much of an opportunity to fly the drone the past several days, simply because I've been so busy with work, and the places where I could have had time to do it, the problem with that was that I was basically in a no-fly zone because of being too close to an airport. And so there's this app from the FAA, the Federal Aviation Administration. It's called Before You Fly, the number or letter B and then the number 4, You Fly, which you can easily find that. There's an Android version as well as an iOS version of that, and so it uses the phone's GPS, and then it looks it up and it tells you whether you can, if you're near an airport or not, which is very handy. So this area right here, there's no airport anywhere around here, so it was legal that way. And so I'm just kind of basically panning the camera around. You can see that is sort of a hilly, very extremely wooded area, forested area. And the drone is probably about 100 feet, I think 100 feet or so off the ground level. And I'm not exactly sure what the DJI app, when it's in beginner mode, it is probably limiting it to 100 or 150 feet, I'm assuming. So at this point, I'm just kind of bringing the drone back down a little bit, and then I'll do a little bit more panning and playing with the gimbal. Kind of at one point I kind of aim it straight down, and I'm just kind of playing with it. Still in the process of familiarizing myself with it. And it's pretty obvious to me that I need a lot more time, kind of, you know, hours playing with the thing, really familiarizing myself with the controls and sort of becoming comfortable operating it, you know, because the idea would be that I'd be as comfortable operating the drone as I am, say, driving my truck. So just sort of panning around, and you can see it's a very rural area, very forested area. And so here I'm bringing it down some more, and we're getting fairly close to the end of the video at this point. So just kind of panning it around a little bit more. As I say, at one point or other, this must have been some sort of a gas station or some sort of a business, at least where I was, where my truck was parked at. Now I'm pointing the thing straight down. You can see the concrete base of the building, and then there you can kind of see me there on the right, standing next to my truck. So I'm about to bring the drone on down, bring it on down, and then we're getting very close to the end of the video. So I'm still kind of playing with the controls there. You get a really good feel for the size of the graveled area. And overall, I'm very pleased with the quality of the video. It was probably, this was recorded about, I think, about 7:30, something like that, 7:30 in the evening. And you can see the traffic going by right there, and so we're getting very close to the end and to the landing. And so here the drone comes on down, and we're almost ready to land. We're very, very close to landing at this point. And so join me for the next video, whenever that is.